is up, Survivor Thrivers? Authentically me, Regina B, is back with another run video. Today is Sunday, September 4th. It is day one of our 6-day running cycle, and it is our long run. And as you know, we're getting progressively longer each Sunday leading up to the half marathon. So today's long run will be an 8-mile long run. It will be indoors because I have to get it done earlier because we have some plans, some family picnics that we need to go to this afternoon. So I am getting this run in a little bit earlier than I normally would on a Sunday. But we are to 10 weeks to go. We got 10 weeks until our first marathon. So I'm getting excited. And I definitely feel like the training is helping with the nerves, changing the nerves from, am I gonna be able to do this, to, oh my gosh, I can't believe I get to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting after it. I've blocked out 2 hours for my 8-mile run because it's going to be run at an easy recovery pace. But it may not take me that long because I am running on controlled conditions, which is in my house on my treadmill. So I'll be back to let you guys know how it goes. Okay guys, so excuse the sweat. This is the run we did today with Tony Reeves. And it was a great guided run. Here's where we finished at. 8 miles done. What is up, you guys? I am done with my run. Sunday's long day is complete. Run day 1 is complete. We got 10 weeks to go to our first half marathon. Let's get it. Let's see. So let's get into the run. So the run was really good. Like, my body felt so good during the run. I picked a guided run from my iFit app on the Nordic track machine, and it was a guided run by Tommy Reeves. It was a part of the series of an 8-week countdown to the first half marathon. The session was 1 hour and 35 minutes. I had to go a little bit beyond that to reach my personal goal of going 8 miles today. But it was such a great run. Like, I like him as a trainer, as a coach. His coaching style makes the time go by so fast. Like, you know, when it comes up and shows you like where you are on the GPS map, how long you have to go, his coaching just makes it feel like you haven't been running a really long time. And then when it comes to the end, it makes you feel like the time went by really, really fast. And he gives you a little bit of nutritional information. He gives you history about the area. Just a really good trainer. I would definitely suggest downloading the iFit app if you don't have like a Nordic track, and using some of those guided runs on your run as well. He really blessed me. Like, he talked about how elite marathoners, even himself and Ironman people, they drink Coca-Colas throughout long runs because it has a little bit of sugar, it has a little bit of sodium, it has caffeine in it, and then the carbonation helps with the gases that are, getting bubbled around in your stomach as you're running, and it helps you to more easily burp that gas out, which I was just like mind blown. I had no idea. Mental noted, bookmark it. He also suggested that before you get to your half marathon race, research and find out what type of nutrition they're going to have for you along the course, if they're going to have any at all. Like, are they going to have Cokes for you to drink? Are they going to have water? Are they going to have Gatorades? I don't like Gatorade. So that was something that I mental noted and was like, okay, let me make sure I do that. Physically, my body felt good. Yesterday was a rest day, and I did a 32-minute yoga session yesterday, and that's all I did. I didn't run, I didn't walk, none of that. So I had complete rest. So today I felt good, and I felt like I was going to be capable of doing a longer run today. In the beginning, he really coached and really stressed the importance of starting at a low intensity. He said your heart rate should be at a 75% max, which his he said was about 140. And so I think mine is around the same, 140, 150. And he just stressed the importance of starting at a very low intensity because you're going to be running for a longer period of time. If you start going all out in the beginning, you may not be able to finish your race, or you may not be able to run the type of race that you want to run. So that was very informative. So I allowed that to keep me at a very low pace. My breathing was very relaxed, very controlled. I made sure that I focused on my running form, my shoulders being relaxed, a slight tilt forward, my legs, one foot moving after the other, a good foot strike. And, like I said, my muscles, my quads and my hamstrings, calf muscles, they all felt great. I didn't start to feel anything in my right ankle until we were probably, until about an hour into the run. So until about probably 6 miles. So I just made sure that I mental noted that I'll make sure that I try to find some type of ankle support, ankle compression as I'm progressing into these longer runs each week. What else? I had my water there, so whenever he suggested, taking a sip of water, I did that, and it definitely helped me to burp easier. And it was just a great run. And then mentally or spiritually, what happened was I had a moment where I had to take a thought captive, and it was just like a little blip of a thought, like a little second. But I noticed it because I noticed that the thought had changed something within my form, within my run, within my headspace. And the thought was, first I had the thought, and then the emotion that came behind the thought, negative thought pattern processing, cognitive behavioral therapy, was guilt. And guilt kind of leads to anxiety about how much longer do I have to go? How many minutes have I been doing it? And that thought was, my husband was coming down. He was looking for something that he's been looking for a couple of days, a pair of jeans. And he was looking for them in the laundry room, and he just mentioned that, he couldn't find them. Have you seen them? And I'm like, no, I haven't seen them. Did you look, in the clean clothes? Maybe they're in there. Did you look down there? And so this little thought, when he was like, no, I'm gonna check. So that's all he said was like, no, I'm gonna check. And this little tiny inkling of a thought came up of like, oh, he probably is like, why don't she get down running and help me look for my jeans if she cared? He didn't have that type of attitude. He didn't have that type of tone in his voice. So that was just a thought that I made up in my head. And at first, I'm running along, and then I'm like, whoa, nope. And right along with the Bible, take our thoughts captive is what the scripture says. And so I was like, oh no, why are you thinking that? Even if he felt that way, if he wanted you to stop running and help him look for his jeans, he would have said it. And if he didn't say it, that means he didn't feel that. And that is not a truthful thought. Don't think like that. Make what people say be what they say. If someone didn't say anything to you, then what you're thinking right now is not even truthful. And that's not even his personality anyway. And so I immediately was like, oh, no. That is not even a thought that you need to let land, and that's not even a thought that you need to let pass and plant itself into your head. And, you're starting to feel guilty and anxious for nothing. Yeah, I can run through it, but it just, it even physically, it makes your run a little bit more labored, and you're not as focused on your breathing, on your shoulders being relaxed, on your arm string. It just takes just a little bit of energy from you, and it puts a little bit of anxiety in you. So I was like, no. And I was just so grateful that I was convicted, and that it was like, oh, no. That is not a truthful statement or a truthful thought. In fact, when you were upstairs telling him that you were going to go ahead and do your long run in the basement downstairs because we have a picnic we got to go to, and it would just be easier for me to knock it out on the treadmill, he was very encouraging to you. Very encouraging. And he's also of the mindset of we don't have to rush around. We have a family picnic that we have to go to today at 1. But even when I was telling him that, he's like, we still ain't in no rush. That's his mind frame. That's his mindset. So it felt really good, and I felt really blessed that I was able to catch that thought before it planted in my brain and before it planted as a belief system within my mind and say, oh no. And then that'll make me feel a little bit upset with him. Why? Over a little inkling that came up that thought, oh, he must want you to get down and help him look for some jeans. No, he didn't even say that. He asked if you had seen them. That's it, that's all. So that really, really blessed me. I'm going to go do some post-yoga stretching. I'm going to hydrate. I'm not going, well, if I do eat some food right now, it's going to be a smoothie because like I said, we're going to a family picnic and there's going to be tons of food there. So I don't want to, get full here and then go there and be tempted to get even more fuller. So I'll probably just have a light smoothie and then start to get us ready to go to our family picnic. So that is today's long run. If you've made it this far through the video, thank you so much for watching. You could have spent your time doing anything else, but you decided to spend it with me. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. And if you want to spend other moments with me, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. Give this video a like. If you're on a journey of your own or you want to join the journey that I'm on right now, leave a comment and share your story and share your why. Make sure you find a way today to get after whatever your get after is if you're able to get after it. I love you. God loves you so much more. Peace.